Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakahakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect, and the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you I say Shalom, Lord, willing this video's edifying is going to be centered around the topic of how the Lord is bound to his prophecy, right? To his word, okay? And he has sent his prophets to deliver that word, okay? Which ultimately is a warning for what's to come, all right? And the interpretation of the scripture, it has been given, okay? The proper understanding has been given to the chosen of Yahweh Shema, right? And as everything continues to unfold, the Lord is at the same time revealing who, he's been with this whole time, okay? Because you're going to have the proper understanding, and that's going to come through. How are you going to know? How's that going to be revealed? Through the things that happens in the earth, okay? The Lord said, I tell you aforetime, right? These things that I tell you aforetime, before they happen, right? And the Lord is doing that again, okay? This is Habakkuk 2. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved, right? Because we're watching for, we're watching for what's going on in the earth. We're constantly with our ear to the ground, listening, okay, for the latest word, seeing what's happening across the world, all right? Earthquakes in Venezuela, all right? Wars popping off in the Middle East, okay? Contention coming to America, because these things all correlate, okay? We could bring up scriptures to back all of these events up. That's how we know that it's not us, it's the spirit of Yahweh Shema, because we weren't born and knew this. Okay, we learned this through our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, right? Who were influenced by the spirit of Yahweh Shah, okay? Coming in the true doctrine, right? And that is something that's being revealed, okay? Because these other guys, they say that they're watchmen, but at the end of the day, when it comes into the prophecies, they stumble and fall, okay? And Yahweh Shema answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it, right? So those who hear it are going to be able to see it, okay? But of course, the Lord said, he's given us eyes that we may see. And then some people, he completely blinded. But hey, that's not up to us. All we can do is deliver you the message. And the message is true. And regardless is if you believe it now or, later, you're going to know at the end of the day that this was the truth. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, right? Because it's for an appointed time. And the Lord has given us the insight, the ability to see that appointed time, okay? And to see it happen in real time and be able to translate it directly using the scriptures, which is a gift. And the Lord, we were born with this ability to do so. And you hit a certain point in time in your life where you heard this truth and you able to, you know, tap into that superpower that you never knew you had. Okay. This is Jeremiah 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations, right? So we're ordained prophets from birth, no matter when we came into it, right? If you understand this truth, if you understand this doctrine, and you could you're able to digest it, right? And you continue to eat, eventually you're gonna get to the point where you can feed, right? You can teach. Okay. And then you start teaching, and you're prophesying, because we're talking of things to happen in the future that's gonna happen here in America, like the famine, the pestilence, the Civil War, World War III. Okay, the breakdown in society of we know it, thermonuclear missiles, or thermonuclear missiles. Okay, digital currency, the RFID microchip, the brain chip. And this is what we're telling you. Okay, we're telling you before it happens. That's how you're gonna know it's real. Okay. This is Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning and the ancient times, things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Right. And this is what the Lord, Shalakia, and this is what the Lord is will. This is not, we ain't coming out of our own ass with this. Okay. This is divine. All right. And the Lord, when you read in the scriptures, it tells you, roughly paraphrasing, he speaks through his mouth, and his mouthpiece is the prophets. So you do well if you take heed. All right. Otherwise, you scoff and you scorn. And then at the end, it'd be found that you've been scoffing and scorning against the Lord this whole time. Okay. And that's what you don't want to be. Okay. So it's best if you just listen. If you don't understand, you pray and ask the Lord to reveal it unto you. Okay. Because at the end of the day, somebody has to have the truth. Okay. Because the Lord has said that his end was declared out. All these things will be declared. This gospel will be taught to the end of the earth, and then, right, then shall the end come. Right, this gospel shall be taught from in all the earth via the internet. Right, then shall the end come. And since this doctrine, since the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, starting off with the apostle Tahar on down, has been out there on the highways and byways, we've seen this place America deteriorate and fall exactly into the path that the scriptures have said that brothers have been prophesying. We've witnessed this. Okay, in real time. All right, this is Isaiah 14 and 27. For Yahweh Shema Shah of hosts has proposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back? Right, so the Lord has spoken it. Okay, and so which goes to show you somebody's gonna have the truth, because somebody got to deliver the message, because the Lord is fair. Right, he's gonna give you a chance. All right. So you're going to hear this word, especially if you're here in America. There's no way it's 2026. You ain't never heard of the Hebrew Israelites. There's no way. Right? The Lord said he's going to give us fame in the land. And we definitely see it. Right? So like this is Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall you know that a prophet have been among you, have been among them, right? Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. So at the end of the day, when all these things come to pass, when Jacob's trouble comes to pass, when Esau makes his move, right? When he takes away your freedom of speech, you ain't gonna be able to want to say the things you want to say. You ain't gonna be able to exist in this society without having that RFID chip. Okay, Isaiah 4:1, right? When these things come to pass, okay, thermonuclear war, America being obliterated from sea to shining sea, when these things come to pass, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. So at the end of the day, everybody, before all this is said and done, the men of Yahweh Shemel shall will be revealed. Okay, because they're going to be the ones who been out there teaching, been out there predicting what's going to happen this whole entire time. So with that, I give all praise and the glory to Yahweh Shemel Shah, Shem Bakakodas, Wa Bap Ball, and DTA DTN.